Welcome to Business Pants. We are Free Float. We are Matt, Ari, Jesse, Damien. Today's podcast, Business Pants Corporate Theater. Let me hand it off to our MC and get the show going. Our corporate theater players this week are the extraordinary Courtney Cook, Phil Hawk, Ashley Kutta, and the titan of all things funny, Mark McGee. Each week, the hard-working crew here at Business Pants and Free Float will rip actual business news headlines from reputable news sources and hand those very real headlines directly over to our Business Pants Corporate Theater Company, who will then dramatize and satirize the stories so that the world can finally enjoy and, yes, maybe even understand the business news. Up first, we dip our big fat toe into the woke M&M wars. Yes, that's right. That's actually a thing. Woke M&M wars. We recorded this sketch a few weeks ago, actually, before the news that M&Ms had caved completely to the pressure of the maniacally misogynistic anti-purple M&M brigade. Who could have predicted 20 years ago that in 2023 the culture wars would flow so rapidly and aggressively that even a comedy sketch about M&Ms needed to be aired immediately, lest it be outdated at the next sunrise. In any case, here it is, based on a report originally on CNN. M&M's new all-female package sparks outrage.
Dolores, did you get my bag of M&Ms?
It's on the end table, next to the remotes.
Oh. Hey, what the hell is this?
It's a bag of M&Ms, Frank.
These aren't my M&Ms. The bag design is all different, and there's only 3 colors in it.
It's a new limited edition packaging that features their trio of female characters, the purple, brown, and green M&Ms.
Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me?
It's still a bag of M&Ms, Frank.
No, it isn't. It's some liberal woke version of M&Ms. Why can't these commie socialists leave our goddamn American candy alone?
Communism and socialism are political and economic systems that share similar goals, such as greater equality in the distribution of income, but believe there are different ways to achieve those goals. Only a very conflicted individual would adhere to those systems equally.
Whatever.
Nice one, Frank.
This radical feminism has gone too far. Well, why does candy even have to have a friggin' gender anyway?
I don't remember you complaining about the wildly popular commercials with the male plain and peanut M&M characters voiced by John Lovitz and John Goodman.
Those were funny commercials, Dolores. And besides, there already is a lady M&M, the green one. Why do we need a purple one?
Internationally, purple is a color for symbolizing women. Historically, the combination of purple, green, and white to symbolize women's equality originated from the Women's Social and Political Union in the UK in 1908.
Oh, if women need an M&M that is the color loosely associated with feminism for validation, that's pretty pathetic, Dolores. I think that just makes China say, oh, good, keep focusing on giving people their own color M&Ms while we take over the mineral deposits of the entire world.
I really don't think China is a candy-obsessed Bond villain, Frank.
3 women M&M characters are too much.
How many female M&M characters would make you feel comfortable, Frank?
That's not the point, Dolores. And why did they stop making the green one sexy? She used to have Nancy Sinatra-like go-go boots, and now she's got boring white sneakers. Since the early 1970s, there's been an urban myth about the green M&M having aphrodisiac powers, so the character representation should be goddamn sexy. It's just another example of woke cancel culture.
So, You don't want candy to have genders, but if they do, the female candy has to be goddamn sexy. Sounds a bit creepy and misogynistic, Frank.
That's not what I'm saying, Dolores.
It sure sounds like that's what you're saying, Frank.
Oh, what? Why is the lettering upside down on this bag?
Read the bag, Frank. It says, supporting women, flipping the status quo.
More feminist propaganda. Men are bad, women are good. God, kids are gonna see this, for Christ's sakes.
What is wrong with telling young people the truth, Frank? That this has been a white male-dominated world for thousands of years. What is wrong with opening their eyes to the concept of women not being treated like a second-class citizen anymore? What is wrong with showing them that feminism works towards equality, not female superiority? Feminists respect individual, informed choices and believe there shouldn't be a double standard in judging a person or the way they're compensated for work or the way they're respected in society.
Oh, gee. It's a goddamn bag of M&Ms, Dolores.
You're right, Frank. It's a goddamn bag of M&Ms.
Up next, a delightful sketch about an oil company that uses time travel to deal with a public relations disaster. That's right, you heard it here first. A public corporation dusts off its time machine to help manipulate public markets. I hope you're listening, SEC. You might want to keep your eyes on the company DeLorean.
All right, calm down. Get a hold of yourselves. Peterson, read the press release.
Yes, Mr. Crandon. This release went out this morning at 3 a.m. to all shareholders and major media outlets. And I quote, Dear World.
Please, calm down for Christ's sakes. Peterson, continue.
Dear World. As Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Cramden Oil Company, I, Sheridan Cramden, along with the unanimous support from the Board of Directors, submit to you these 3 major New Year's resolutions that we intend to have accomplished by the end of the year 2023, if not sooner. Number 1, Cramden Oil will unconditionally meet emissions targets set out in the Paris Climate Accords of 2015 in order to curb global heating to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Number 2, Cramden Oil will unconditionally provide shareholders with the ability to call a special meeting outside of the usual annual meeting. Number 3, it has been determined that Cramden Oil will be better served with the board being led by an independent chair, a role which we believe is better able to oversee the executives of the company without the management conflicts that exist when a CEO or other executive also serves as chair. Therefore, we will be splitting the roles of CEO and chair as soon as a sufficient independent candidate is found.
Go on, Peterson.
Yes, sir. Cramden Oil has had the scales removed from our corporate eyes and believe what many of our devoted shareholders have known for some time, that these are the right actions for our company, our employees, and our world. We will be sending out more details about these resolutions in the upcoming days. Let's hope and pray other companies will follow our lead. Happy New Year. Signed, Sheridan Cramden, CEO and soon-to-be former chair of Cramden Oil Company.
That was released 5 hours ago. And just in case you have any doubt, it wasn't fucking sent by me!
How the hell did this happen?
Well, it seems it was an inside job. We were hacked by a rogue employee from our refinery in Tulsa.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Rogue employee?
Who are they?
He was some minor worker in the refinery who was able to hack into our executive email. He's been dealt with.
Dealt with, yeah, how?
We destroyed him.
Good. Kill his reputation. That's a start. Yeah, maybe we can say he's unbalanced or...
No. We killed him. Made it look like an accident. He won't be a problem.
Oh, I thought we stopped killing people.
It's not done as much, but we still do it. I mean, did you really think that the whistleblower from last year died from a heart attack? Accidents happen in that Tulsa refinery every day.
Gentlemen, please. Can we just focus on the real issue? How do we stop this?
Frankly, sir, I think it's too late. News outlets all over the world immediately picked it up. We're front page news.
Look, why can't we just say that it was a greatly disturbed employee that made that statement and not us?
Because most people see these resolutions as wonderful news. Crandon Oil is already getting the best press it's ever had. Listen to these headlines. In major turnaround, Crandon enacts monumental climate change and shareholder rights policies. Shareholder activists rejoice over Crandon Oil's stunning New Year's resolutions. Is this Crandon Oil's Finding Jesus moment? And there's more reactions coming in every minute, all positive.
Unbelievable.
To make things worse, we're getting very heated reactions from our fellow oil companies, who will now be heavily pressured to enact similar changes.
I have a meeting with the 5 oil families in an hour, and the Saudis are sending a delegation that should arrive tomorrow. We are seriously fucked.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Is there no way out of this?
Well, I mean, the easiest choice is to go along with the statement, confirm it was made by us, and make the changes as per the resolutions. Or the statement said we'd give more details in a few days. We could just coast for a bit, don't confirm or deny anything, and then silently reap in the worldwide adoration.
And
I was thinking we could then use the contents of Vault 33.
Oh my God, yes. Vault 33.
Vault 33? What does JFK's brain have to do with this?
No, that's Vault 42. Vault 33 has an alien spacecraft that crashed in Roswell, and oh my God, we're gonna go flying.
No, but you're close.
Oh.
Vault 33 contains our most important tool in dealing with severe emergencies. It's never been used, but I can't think of a more severe emergency than this. I'm referring to our time machine.
Oh, yeah!
I fucking love it.
If you gentlemen remember, when we bought the synthetic fuel formula from the Germans at the end of World War II, we also made a similar deal with the Russians for their time travel tech. Our scientists have been perfecting it throughout the years, and I think now is a wonderful time to test it out. Excellent idea, Peterson.
Cool. How does it work?
Well, it's more of a teleportation device than an actual craft that travels through time. It's very similar in design to a tanning booth. The individual lays in the bed, the door is shut, and they transport to whatever time is pre-programmed. It happens in the blink of an eye and has no physical or mental side effects, theoretically. I had our scientists set it up in the next room a few hours ago. It's ready to go when we are.
Good God, are we really gonna do this?
I see no other way, I'm afraid. We sure as hell can't follow through on those so-called resolutions.
Can't follow through on those.
Mr. Crandon, if you have no objections, I would like to volunteer to take on this mission.
That's very brave of you, Peterson. I do think it should be someone other than myself. I'm a little too high profile to suddenly disappear. I mean, God forbid that should happen to you, but you understand, of course. If you're game, I have no reservations. How about everyone else?
Peterson!
All right then, I might as well go now. My plan is to have the hacker employee's tragic accident happen a little earlier this time before he can hack into our email. After that, I'll come back. It may take a few days, but to you, it will only seem like mere seconds. So, all right, wish me luck.
Peterson!
Good morning, gentlemen.
Peterson! You were right. You left the room and came back within seconds. But my God, man, you have aged.
Great
You really recognize him?
Yeah, he's right. Look at the gray in your hair, Peterson.
Well, that's because I was gone for 17 years.
Good God!
Well, the killing of the hacker went much quicker than I expected, and then I thought, well, why not right some bigger wrongs that could have long-lasting effects on our company? So I did, but that took much longer. I won't bore you with the details, but let's just say that I've eliminated some pesky obstacles for us.
Wait, what do you mean?
We'll take a look outside.
Why, there's oil derricks everywhere, as far as the eye can see.
And they're all ours. We have no more oil company competition, my friends. In fact, we are the only oil company.
Oh, Peterson, you've outdone yourself.
Besides having complete control of the world's oil reserves, Cramden has infinite influence on government policy in virtually every country. Every politician is our puppet to use as we see fit. No more ridiculous environmental restrictions or guidelines of any kind. Alternate energy sources such as wind, solar, electric cars have all been proven to be wasteful fantasies. And any mention of them is considered an act of sedition and punishable by death.
It's heaven on earth.
Wait, Peterson. Why do all those derricks say Peterson oil and not Cramden oil?
Oh, well, right. Well, I let my ego get the best of me and decided to make myself the leader of the company. I figured if I took the risk and did all the work, I might as well get a little recognition.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, shit, it was Peterson again.
But don't worry, I changed the whole executive hierarchy. All of us are called oil czars now. The most elite position in the company and the world, for that matter. And the corporate structure is 100% aligned in our favor. Shareholder rights are non-existent.
Nice.
The power solely rests with us.
Unlimited power? That's all we've ever wanted.
My, Peterson, you are a busy man.
Well, I've got immeasurable blood on my hands, but I believe it was worth it.
Yeah. Oh my God, Peterson, what's that protruding from your left ear?
Oh, yes, that's a tentacle. We all have them now. Just a side effect of messing with the space-time continuum, I'm afraid.
God.
Oh, you get used to it. They're really great at swatting flies, too, which will come in handy on our next journey.
Journey?
I want you all to see what you remember as Saudi Arabia. It's now called Peterson Sands, and it's our new headquarters. I have the corporate jet ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Great, dude.
Oh, and you'll want to put on these face masks. Without the EPA, the smog out there is downright deadly. But hey, that's the price of freedom, am I right?
Freedom! Peterson! 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 Peterson!
Before we get to our last sketch, I want to warn all publicly traded corporations listening to our show right now that if you steal our idea to use time travel to avoid public relations disasters, we will sue you faster than it takes an irate white man to stop a candy company from promoting female empowerment. Our last sketch of the day, I'm not embarrassed to tell you, is one of my all-time favorites here at the illustrious Business Pants Corporate Theater Factory. It is a quiet piece, a thoughtful ode to the World Economic Forum annual meeting held in Davos. And let me tell you, most probably and certainly the first ever satirical ode written to a forum that has ever occurred on this great green earth. Here it is. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself on a summer morn in a wildflower-strewn field just east of a dewy meadow, sipping your morning joe. The Davos Club.
Good coffee.
Thanks. Put a pinch of soy sauce in it.
No way.
Yep.
How did you come up with that?
I was making coffee once. And knocked over a bottle of soy sauce. I like the taste. I put in a pinch every time now.
It's very pungent. It's good.
Thanks. You ever hear about this Davos Club?
Davos Club? I don't think so. Isn't that a Doctor Who villain?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. It's a British TV series about a scientist that flies around in a telephone booth. I've never seen it.
Huh. No, this is a club of really rich billionaires that meet every year in the Swiss Alps, and they talk about how to rule the world.
Is that a British TV series too?
Don't think so. I think it's real.
Why do you mention it?
It's in the news. They're having a meeting right now.
Huh. And you said they rule the world?
Well, I think they rule the world, but I'm not sure they actually do.
Yeah, they're billionaires, so there's a good chance they do.
Yeah. Why do you think billionaires rule the world, or just think they rule the world?
Because they're billionaires. They can do anything they want, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So, they're in the Alps? Must be cold there now.
Isn't it always cold in the Alps? I always picture it cold in the Alps.
I'm sure it gets hot, or at least warm there. I mean, not Orlando hot, but warm. Like an Orlando winter?
Yeah. What do you think the Davos means in Davos Club?
Probably some Latin word that means secret society or something like that.
Oh, wait. Is this the Illuminati?
Oh, yeah. I bet they are.
Maybe they're just saying they're the Davos Club, but they're really Illuminati.
That is something the Illuminati would do.
For sure.
So, you think they talk about doing things that would actually help people in these meetings? I mean, all people, not just really rich billionaires.
I'd hope so. But, yeah, I'd guess no.
Yeah, that's a shame. All that power and influence and nothing really comes out of it. I mean, nothing for people that aren't really rich billionaires.
Sounds like one of those celebrity award shows. Rich and the beautiful giving each other awards, but it doesn't really mean anything. At least not to the rest of the world.
We should form our own annual meeting on how to rule the world.
Us? I don't think I could afford a trip to the Alps.
No, not us. I mean everyone other than a really rich billionaire. The collective us.
That's not a bad name for the group. The collective us.
I like that. The meeting could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be at a flashy place. That would even make more sense if it were at a normal hotel in some inconspicuous location, like a Ramada Inn in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Are there still Ramada Inns?
Geez, I hope so.
I think they're all gone now. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And I like to think that the us would talk about ways to help people. All people.
Well, we are part of the us, right?
Well, we're definitely not really rich billionaires.
Right. So we can talk about anything we want to.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the collective us could usurp the Davos Club someday.
Doesn't usurp mean take over by force?
Does it?
Yeah, I think so. We wouldn't want some sort of war, just some peaceful transition.
That would be nice. I don't see it happening anytime soon. They've had years and years of power. They're not going to just give it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, usurp it is then.
Maybe we can wait till spring to go to St. Paul. It's pretty cold there now.
Yeah.
That's a shame about the Ramada Inns.
More coffee?
Sure. Heavy on the soy sauce. I enjoy that.
Did I ever tell you how I started putting it in my coffee?
I don't think you did.
Funny story. I was making coffee once and knocked over a bottle of soy sauce. I like the taste. I put in a pinch every time now.
We are Board Sabermetrics, and we will be back tomorrow without this silly voice, I promise. And please, go ahead, share this podcast with your pal.